Good evening. This NZCS Tactical Gaming. Swedish fish is also delicious.
So tonight we're doing a short shot with Oni to the side. Because he could not show up to tomorrow's game. So we're going to do...
Or last week's game.
Something interesting. You were here for part of last week's game.
I was here right up until Jazzy decided he was going to walk up the ramp like a little goblin bowling pin. And I don't know what happened after that.
So you were going to go seek out the...
Old Man Hermit.
The Mad Hermit.
Old Mad Hermit.
Probably not older than you.
I think everyone forgets that Oni is like this geriatric motherfucker.
Okay, so you are pointed in the direction of where the Mad Hermit lives. I don't know what happened to that map. Everybody had maps and they've all seemed to have disappeared. So we're just going to wing it. They point you in that direction, tell you where he goes, and he lives in a tree, a giant tree in the middle of the glade. So you go to said area.
I will do so.
Okay. As you approach, you can see that there's smoke coming out of the tree, just from within the branches.
But like the tree itself is not on fire. It's more like a chimney's been hollowed out in the tree, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It is a very large trunked tree.
What are we talking about radius-wise?
A good 30 or 40 feet wide.
Okay.
The tree itself is around 50 feet tall, and you can see that the trunk portion is probably a good 20 feet tall.
Okay.
You can see that there is an opening.
I was going to say I was going to encircle it to see if there's a door opening or such.
As you approach, you can see that there is an opening. There's a path leading up to it. There's a small pond next to it, the babbling brook.
Oh.
From what you've heard, he's been here for many years, and he's had some run-ins with the locals.
What kind of run-ins have I heard about?
Hostile run-ins.
Okay.
You know, the normal old man, get off my lawn,
Mm-hmm.
you don't belong around here. He's not had many good interactions with the locals.
Is there a, God, what was it about this guy that was causing me to come out here again?
You had heard a rumor, beware the Mad Hermit of the Northlands. All you had heard
Oh, okay.
about that, and then you asked around a little. You can see that there's a small elderly man skirting around the edge of the pond, the brook, and stabbing into the water with a sharp stick.
Trying to catch dinner, huh?
And he looks up and he sees you, and he greets you. Hello, sir. What brings you around here?
I'm kind of new to the area. I heard that there was this hermit living out here, and quite frankly, as a grumpy old codger myself, just wanted to come see what was going on.
He walks over to you, and he's dressed in rags. He has his sharp stick. Not a very threatening sharp stick, something you spear fish with.
Yeah.
And he introduces himself as a holy man, someone who's been seeking peace in nature.
I have succeeded.
And he explains that he just wants to become one with nature. He enjoys his solitude in the forest.
I won't try to keep too much of his time.
You mind if I sit down next to the pond with you?
No, not at all.
I'll go plop myself down.
Thanks. It's kind of a walk to get out of here.
You do hear something moving inside the tree.
Okay.
So, I'm kind of new to the area. We just docked here a couple of days ago. And when we got here, there was this little boy. And he asked us to help find his father. Told us that they were taken to these caves. Me and my friends went into those caves. We found not only the old man, but a couple of other people who looked like they were being tied up and ready to be eaten. A bad situation all around, but we got them out. We got them back home. And the strangest thing happened. When we got back, the old man, his daughter, comes out and greets us. We find out that his son has been dead for a couple of years. And it's one of those things that I wanted to just kind of brush off at first. But if there's something I know, it's that old men who try to keep to themselves a lot of time pick up on things. They know things. I was wondering if any of that rings a bell with you, or you had heard stories, because even the most fantastic stories often have a grain of truth behind them.
He chuckles and replies that he really doesn't know anything about that type of thing. He just wants to commune with nature. He's a holy man, and he loves the solitude of the forest.
So he's kind of repeating himself at this point.
So what brings you out to the woods?
What you got in the tree?
Oh, that's my home.
What's making that noise in there?
Oh, that's my cat.
How big is your cat?
Normal cat-sized.
For a big cat?
What would you call big?
Well, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I like 12 feet tall. So big cat to me is, the size of a chest.
Oh, no. He's probably knee-high to you.
Okay, so it's a big cat. Max,
And
we'll couple it.
about that time, you see the mountain lion come out of
Yeah, there we go.
come out of the door and climb up into the branches of the tree and watch you.
So how do you like to commune with nature?
Oh, just like I'm doing now. Fish in the pond. I stay here in my small glade, and just it's where I'm at home.
Okay. I don't suppose you would share with me a story while I rest my bones, and then I will be on my way.
Oh, come sit by the tree. He points over towards the tree, and you can see that there's a stump or two out there where you could sit.
Sure, this is a bad idea getting closer to said tree because old man is a little cray-cray. But yes, I'll humor him and make the mistake that I'm going to make by going and sitting next to the tree.
Okay, he comes up and he trots off into the tree. He comes back out and he's got a pair of small cup. Well, for you, they're small cups.
You ever seen that picture of the mountain and his girlfriend enjoying a cup of hot chocolate together?
Yeah.
Wonderful picture.
But he brings out a cup and he hands it to you. He says, "Here, some moss tea." And he sits down and he starts sipping on it. And it's warm. It's warm. It's not hot tea, but it's warm. And he just sips away on it. So what brings you to the woods here?
I was looking for a story to be heard.
Okay, tell it. I'll listen.
Not to be heard, I want to hear a story.
Oh, I don't have any stories.
You don't?
No. All I do is stay here and commune with nature, and that's what I do. This is my home. He stands up and he walks over to you. He says, "You're done with your tea?"
I'm going to say yes, and can you get me some more?
So he takes the tea. He walks around behind you. Roll initiative. What is your AC?
14.
Because he's got surprise attack. What's your initiative?
10.
Okay, you are ahead of him after surprise attack round.
That's fine.
And two things happen before your attack. First, that's initiative. You feel a pinprick in your back. No real damage, but there's a tingling radiating from it.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a poison involved.
And he yells something incoherent.
I'm watching the cougar.
The one that's falling out of the tree
Yeah,
towards your
sure.
face? Yeah, that's the one. And the cougar... The cougar, on its first attack, 1 point. Second 6, so you got 7 points.
I need to know these separately.
Cougar's doing it well, huh?
I need to know all these separately.
1.7 points.
Because
Or
I-
1.6 points.
Because I ignore the first 3 points of damage.
Okay. So you got 3 points of damage.
Yep.
Now go ahead and save versus poison.
So 17 plus 14 is 31.
Okay, so you've saved. That's successfully saved. But you are feeling a little bit tingly
Yep.
and groggy. So now it is your turn, but you are at disadvantage because of the poison.
Even though I saved.
You're not dead. You saved death from the poison. It still has an effect. It's not going to kill you, though. Congratulations. So, 2d20, lowest one is your...
Yeah.
Okay, so, go ahead.
I'm going to pick up the cougar and hit the old man with it.
Okay, so picking up the cougar that has already strapped itself to your face,
Yeah.
You're going to need to roll a grapple for that to get it,
Mhm.
detach it from you, and then,
I want to be holding it, not it holding me.
well, let's do that first.
Plus 16 is 24.
That was the lowest?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you are able to pull it away. It scratches you as you pull it away. No damage.
And now I'm going to swing around and clothesline the old man with the cougar.
Okay. Roll it.
13 and 20 is 13 is the lowest, so 27.
Okay. So you hit him with the cougar.
What's the damage of a cougar?
Well, it's a soft weapon. They aren't that heavy, so I'm going to give you a d6.
16 points of damage.
Okay. You knock the hermit away. He falls. You see the dagger that he drops. But the cougar is now attacking.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
$12, which would be, you got half damage? Or,
Ignore the first 3, so 9.
okay. That was its first attack.
Okay.
Bite. Oh, son of a... 2 20s in it.
Fine.
15, so. Nothing on the first claw. The next one... 8. The hermit is not getting up.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I'm gonna walk over to the hermit and I'm gonna hit him with the cougar again.
Okay. He is not... He can't dodge or anything like that, so it's an automatic hit.
Oh, okay.
So just roll a d6.
15.
Okay. Does not move.
Okay.
Not even a flinch. Now, damage on the cougar, on the other hand, in this case, since he is supported by the ground, I'm going to go ahead and give you 6 points on the, or d6 on the cougar itself.
15.
Okay. Cougar goes limp in your hands.
Throw the cougar over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick.
Go ahead.
Are you dead?
Just asking him, or are you going to check?
I'm checking him up. I'm picking him up and like.
He's cold.
Eh. Thump.
You do note, on closer inspection, he is wearing leather armor. And he's wearing a ring.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
The mountain lion, well, just normal mountain lion trained.
I'm gonna go search the house. Looking for anything that resembles an antidote. I'm expecting that there will probably be one around where he keeps his poison, which I'm assuming is around where he keeps his tea.
Well, okay, so when you scrape through the doorway,
yeah,
it's very small. You can see that his home is in the huge hollow trunk. The entrance of the hollow is surrounded by brush. Inside is a mound of leaves and a couple pieces of crude furniture. The cougar's here. Oh, ferocious. Oni tried to eat your food.
I did.
Okay. Where was I? The cups and plates are made of wood, handmade, obviously, and don't seem to be of any value. There is a small, hold on. There's a small bottle sitting on the table. Otherwise, there's really nothing else in this room other than a crude mud fireplace.
I'm gonna pick up the bottle. I'm gonna go outside and pick up the dagger, and I'm gonna see if there is any sort of ointment or poison or something obvious coating the dagger,
There is something obviously on the dagger.
and see if it's the same thing that's in the bottle.
It is completely different color, smell
Okay.
as what's in the bottle.
Okay, I'm gonna drink the bottle.
Okay, and you feel nothing.
How did it taste?
It tastes good.
Okay,
It's all right.
that's
I
good.
mean, it's just this little. I mean, it was even for you. It's just
Yeah.
even smaller for you. You can't see your hand. You can see your sleeve.
What is better so I can fuck with him when I need this? I should have saved that for later. Whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna go kick around that pile of leaves also. Forgot to do that while I was in there.
Roll a perception check.
14 plus 4.
That's an 18. So you feel something in the dirt under the leaves. Something pointy.
Carefully reach around for it with my hand now.
It's a small box.
A pointy box?
The corner.
Okay. I guess when you're saying pointy, I thought like sharp pointy.
Oh, no. If I was going to do that, I probably would screw you over and say, oh, more poison.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a small chest. It's buried under a few inches of dirt under the leaves in the hermit's bed.
Is it locked?
Well, it has a lock, but the lock has long been broken.
Okay. I'll put this up on the little table. Pop it open.
Okay. Inside is 31 pieces of gold,
Ooh, neat.
164 pieces of silver, and another vial that looks exactly like the one that was on the table.
Does the contents of it smell?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks and smells the same. And there is another dagger similar to the one that he had on his person.
Is this one coated?
This one too is coated.
Okay.
You're starting to feel the effects of the poison fade.
Okay. Well,
You can barely stand up in here.
I'm gonna go back outside. I'm gonna check for like a pulse and stuff on both the old man and the cougar.
Old man's dead.
Is he?
Cougar is unconscious.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I'd feel bad except for the fact that he tried to literally backstab me with a poison
Oh
dagger.
no, he backstabbed you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he backstabbed
With a poison dagger.
you. Yes.
So I don't feel too bad, bludgeoning him to death with a giant cat. Still would have preferred not to kill the old man in one hit, but,
There is, as you're leaving, there is something scratched, dug out in the edge of the doorway to the side.
Oh. Take a look at that.
Small piece of parchment with a map. And it is a rough map of the area you were in. And it does mark the caves of the unknown.
Map marked with the caves of the now known.
So it has a mark on there showing you how to get to it, and it shows where the Caves of Chaos, the keep. You can see where the keep is.
Excellent.
The village down below, the river, the road.
All right.
That stuff.
I am going to... Does he have any crude tools?
Other than the sharpened stick and the daggers, not really.
Okay.
He doesn't even have silverware or anything like that. Just
I will... How... You said the chest was buried in the dirt underneath the pile of leaves?
yeah, it's loose dirt.
Yeah, how loose is that dirt?
Oh, pretty damn loose.
Okay. I'll just use my hands then. I'm going to dig out a hole, and I'll at least let the dude get closer to nature and bury him.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell the dude was like 80, 90 years old. He wasn't much of a threat, really, other than the poison.
Right. I mean, I feel bad that I killed him. That was not optimal. Doing it out of self-defense makes it less so. But at least I'm gonna bury the dude.
Okay, that's good karma. Yes. All right. That was very simple. You can see as you're leaving that he had a small fire pit outside. Not, I mean, he wasn't really using it because he's got the fireplace inside. The cougar starts to stir a little bit.
I'm gonna get out of here before the cougar
Okay.
really comes to.
And that was a very short, simple.
I'm gonna make my way back to the keep now.
All right. And that's it. That's all we have.
All right.